Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 86 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Off the play fake. Harris. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Raiders at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Operating from the gun, Harris. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for Williams a week ago, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now Brady. And the Raiders have got him. Daron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady going to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
shotgun now for Brady. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Flushed out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Harris. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson from the left hash. A chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Tell you what, he he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Harris on 1st and 10. Pass complete, it's Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They find some open field. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Denver. 75 yards on the ground. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Broncos, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.